Now that we're excited about the potential of turmeric, it's absolutely essential to talk about safety. Let's be honest, we all know this feeling. That moment you get up from the couch and your knees feel stiff and sore. That sharp, unwelcome twinge when you climb a flight of stairs. Or maybe it's the simple, everyday things that have become a challenge, like struggling to open a jar or even just bending down to tie your shoes. If this sounds familiar, you are far from alone. Millions of people around the world wake up every day with this same reality. It's a constant, nagging reminder that your joints just aren't what they used to be. This isn't just about getting older, it's about your quality of life being slowly chipped away. The activities you once loved, gardening, playing with your grandchildren, going for a long walk, start to feel like distant memories, replaced by a calculation of pain and limitation. You've probably tried to find solutions. Maybe you've reached for over-the-counter pain relievers, which can help for a little while, but the pain always seems to come back. Perhaps you've been told it's something you just have to live with. It's frustrating, and it can make you feel like you've run out of options. But what if the answer wasn't found in a medicine cabinet, but in a spice rack? What if a common, golden-colored spice, one that has been sitting quietly in kitchen cupboards for centuries, held a powerful secret to soothing that inflammation and pain? This vibrant yellow powder is more than just the key ingredient in your favorite curry, it's a natural remedy with a profound ability to calm the internal fires that cause joint pain. Today, we are going to explore the incredible story of turmeric and uncover the science behind how this ancient spice can help you reclaim your comfort and mobility. Before we can understand how turmeric works its magic, we first need to meet the real culprit behind all that pain and stiffness: inflammation. Now, this is a word we hear all the time, but it's often misunderstood. The truth is, inflammation isn't always the villain. In fact, it's one of your body's most important and natural healing systems. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine you get a small cut on your finger. Almost immediately, the area around it becomes red, warm, swollen, and maybe a bit painful. This isn't your body breaking down, this is it springing into action. This is what we call acute inflammation. Your body is sending extra blood and an army of healing cells to that spot to protect it, fight off any germs, and start the repair process. Once the job is done, the redness and swelling go away. This is a good, healthy, and temporary response. But the problem for people with joint pain is a different kind of inflammation. This is called chronic inflammation. Think of it like a fire alarm in your body that gets stuck in the on position. For reasons that are sometimes linked to conditions like arthritis, or just general wear and tear, your body's defense system gets confused. It starts seeing your own joint tissues as a threat. So, it launches that same inflammatory attack, but this time, it's not against a splinter or a cut, it's against the cartilage, the lining, and the fluid that cushions your joints. This means your joints are constantly under a low-grade, internal attack. This chronic fire creates a cycle of pain, swelling, stiffness, and damage. It's this long-term, smoldering inflammation that wears down the delicate structures within your joint, making every movement a painful reminder. So, when we talk about fighting joint pain, what we're really aiming to do is calm this internal fire. And as we'll see, this is exactly where our golden hero, turmeric, comes into the picture. So, if chronic inflammation is this internal fire causing so much trouble, what can we use to put it out? This is where our story introduces a true golden hero, a spice that has been a cornerstone of healing traditions for thousands of years: turmeric. You might recognize turmeric as that warm, earthy, and slightly bitter spice that gives curry its brilliant yellow color and distinctive flavor. But its role in the kitchen is just the beginning. For over 4,000 years, in ancient healing systems like Ayurveda in India and traditional Chinese medicine, turmeric wasn't just a food. It was a revered medicine. It was used to treat everything from minor cuts and skin conditions to digestive problems and, you guessed it, joint pain and inflammation. Our ancestors may not have known the precise science we do today, but through careful observation, they discovered its profound healing potential. They saw that this vibrant root could help soothe swollen joints and ease aches in a way that other remedies could not. They harnessed its power in poultices, teas, and tonics, passing this knowledge down through generations. They knew there was something special, something active within this humble root that promoted wellness and relief. And this brings us to the most exciting part of the story. Modern science has now caught up with this ancient wisdom. Researchers asked the same question: what is it inside turmeric that makes it so effective? They discovered that while turmeric is a complex spice with many compounds, there is one primary, powerful component that acts as the main active ingredient. This is the true superstar, the engine behind turmeric's famous anti-inflammatory effects. It's the reason this golden spice can do so much more than just color our food. It can help calm the fires of inflammation we just talked about, and we'll uncover exactly how in the next part. We now know that turmeric is the hero, but every great hero has a secret source of their power. Think of the entire turmeric spice as a complete team. There are many players on that team, all contributing in small ways. But there is one standout, all-star player that does the heaviest lifting and scores the most important goals. This superstar is the true reason for turmeric's remarkable ability to fight inflammation. Scientists have identified this key player, and it's what gives turmeric its vibrant, sunny color. While we don't need to get bogged down with complex names, it's helpful to know that this active compound is what much of the exciting research is actually about. When you read a headline saying turmeric fights joint pain, the fine print almost always points directly to this specific component as the active force. This powerful compound is concentrated in the turmeric root, but it makes up only a small percentage of the total spice, which is our first clue that how we use turmeric matters a great deal. This superstar is packed with properties that directly target the biochemical pathways of inflammation. It's like sending a highly specialized firefighter to put out the specific flames in your joints, rather than just throwing a bucket of water. Understanding that there is a specific, powerful substance within turmeric is the key to unlocking its full potential. It explains why simply adding a pinch of turmeric to your food might not be enough to see a significant effect on joint pain. The real therapeutic benefits come from ensuring we get enough of this star player into our system. So, now that we've met this incredible compound, the next logical question is, how does it actually work inside your body to calm inflammation and relieve pain? Let's take a closer look at the amazing mechanism behind the scenes. Now we get to the most fascinating part. How does this superstar compound inside turmeric actually calm the fires of inflammation in your joints? The process is like a brilliant piece of biological strategy. It doesn't just mask the pain, it gets right to the source of the problem. Imagine your body has a main power switch for inflammation. In a healthy situation, this switch is flipped on only when needed, like when you have an injury, and then it's quickly turned off again. But with chronic joint pain, this switch gets stuck in the on position. It's as if someone has taped it down. This causes your body to constantly produce and release powerful inflammatory signals. These signals are the direct cause of the pain, swelling, and stiffness you feel. They are the workers in the factory causing all the chaos. This is where our star player from turmeric steps in. It works as a master regulator. Instead of dealing with each individual inflammatory signal one by one, which would be an endless game of whack-a-mole, it goes straight to the source. It calmly walks up to that stuck-on switch and gently but firmly turns it off. By blocking this main switch, the entire inflammatory process is quieted down at its very root. The production of those pain-causing signals is significantly reduced. It's like cutting the fuel line to a fire. Without that constant supply of inflammatory commands, the swelling can go down, the redness can subside, and the irritated nerves in your joint can finally get a break. This is how it provides real, fundamental relief. It's not just telling your brain to ignore the pain, it's actually telling your body to stop creating the pain in the first place. But knowing how it works leads to our next big challenge. How do we get enough of this powerful compound into your body to actually flip that switch? At this point, you might be thinking this all sounds great in theory, but does it actually work for real people? This is where we move from traditional wisdom and biological theory to hard, scientific evidence. Over the past few decades, researchers around the world have been putting turmeric's key compound to the test in rigorous clinical studies, and the results have been incredibly encouraging. These aren't just small, casual observations. These are structured trials where one group of people with joint pain receives the active compound from turmeric, and another similar group receives a placebo, a harmless inactive substance. This allows scientists to see if the benefits are real. What they have found is that, consistently, the group taking the turmeric compound shows significant improvements. They report a major reduction in their pain levels and a noticeable increase in their physical function. For example, in studies focused on osteoarthritis of the knee, which is a very common source of chronic pain, participants taking the turmeric compound were able to walk longer distances with less discomfort. They found it easier to climb stairs, get in and out of chairs, and their overall stiffness decreased. The effect was so pronounced that in several studies, the turmeric compound was found to be as effective for pain relief as some common over-the-counter anti-inflammatory drugs that millions of people use every day. This is a powerful finding because it offers a natural, well-tolerated alternative for managing joint health. The research is telling us a clear story. This is not just an old wives' tale. The active ingredient in turmeric provides measurable, significant relief from joint inflammation and pain, helping people get back to the activities they love. But to get these kinds of results, there's a crucial step we must get right, which brings us to the most common mistake people make. Now, after hearing all this, you might be tempted to simply add more turmeric to your cooking. While that's a healthy habit, here comes the most important reality check of this entire discussion. Just eating turmeric in your food is very unlikely to give you the strong, therapeutic relief from joint inflammation that the studies talk about. There are two major hurdles we have to overcome. The first is concentration. Remember that powerful superstar compound we talked about? It only makes up a very small part of the turmeric spice, typically only around 2 to 5%. So, when you sprinkle a teaspoon of turmeric into your dinner, you're only getting a tiny amount of the actual active ingredient that does the work. It's like trying to fill a swimming pool with a water pistol. You're simply not getting enough of the compound where it needs to be. But the second, and even bigger, hurdle is absorption. Our bodies are designed to be very efficient at breaking down what we eat and absorb. Unfortunately, when you consume the active compound from turmeric on its own, your liver very quickly identifies it and works to remove it from your body before it ever has a chance to reach your aching joints. It's like a bouncer at a club, turning away the very person you invited. This means that even the small amount you do consume, most of it never makes it into your bloodstream to do its job. This is the biggest reason why people who just add a little turmeric to their food often don't feel a difference. But don't worry, this isn't a dead end. Understanding this problem is the first step to solving it, and there are simple and effective ways to make sure this powerful compound gets past the bouncer and gets to work. So, we know that the powerful compound in turmeric is both scarce and hard to absorb. But this isn't a reason to give up. It's a puzzle we can easily solve. The secret lies in a concept called bioavailability, which is just a fancy word for making sure the good stuff actually gets into your system. To unlock turmeric's full potential, we need to be clever about how we use it. Here are 3 simple strategies. First, and this is the most important tip, always pair turmeric with black pepper. It might sound too simple, but it's a game changer. Black pepper contains a natural compound that acts like a key. It temporarily slows down your liver's process of breaking down the turmeric compound. This gives the compound a much longer window to be absorbed into your bloodstream. Studies show that adding just a pinch of black pepper can increase the absorption of turmeric's key compound by a staggering 2,000%. It's like giving it a VIP pass to get into the club. Second, combine turmeric with healthy fats. The active ingredient in turmeric is what's called fat-soluble. This means it dissolves in fat, not water. When you take it with a source of good fat, like coconut oil, olive oil, avocado, or even some nuts, your body can absorb it much more efficiently. Think of the fat as a vehicle that carries the turmeric compound right into your system. This is why drinks like golden milk, which often contains coconut oil or whole milk, are such an effective way to consume it. Finally, for the most reliable and potent dose, consider a high-quality supplement. Look for one that specifically states it is formulated for better absorption, often by already including black pepper extract and the compound in a form that is ready for your body to use. This takes the guesswork out of it and ensures you're getting a therapeutic dose that can truly make a difference in managing joint inflammation. Now that we're excited about the potential of turmeric, it's absolutely essential to talk about safety. For the vast majority of people, turmeric is a wonderfully safe and well-tolerated natural remedy when used in normal culinary amounts or even as a well-formulated supplement. However, because its active compound is so powerful and has such a strong effect inside the body, there are a few important situations where we need to push the pause button and be extra cautious. The most significant consideration involves blood thinning. Turmeric's powerful anti-inflammatory action can also mildly slow down the blood's ability to clot. For most people, this effect is negligible. But if you are already taking a prescribed blood-thinning medication, such as those given to prevent strokes or heart attacks, this combination could potentially be too strong. It's like taking two similar medicines at once. The effect can be amplified, which might not be safe. Therefore, if you are on any blood-thinning medication, it is absolutely crucial that you speak with your doctor before starting any new turmeric supplement. This is a non-negotiable step for your safety. Beyond this, there are other groups who should also seek medical advice. If you are pregnant or breastfeeding, it's always best to be cautious and check with your healthcare provider before introducing any new supplement. The same goes for individuals with known gallbladder issues, as turmeric can stimulate bile production, which might cause problems for a compromised gallbladder. And finally, because high doses can sometimes cause mild stomach discomfort in sensitive individuals, it's always wise to start with a smaller amount to see how your body reacts. The key message here is simple: turmeric is a powerful tool, and like any powerful tool, it must be used wisely and with respect. Your health is the top priority, and a quick conversation with a professional can ensure you use turmeric both effectively and safely. So, let's bring it all together. We started with that frustrating feeling of joint pain and stiffness, and we've journeyed through the science to find a powerful, natural answer. We've discovered that chronic inflammation is the internal fire causing that pain. We've met our golden hero, turmeric, and uncovered its superstar compound that acts as a master switch to calm that fire down. We've seen the research confirming its real-world benefits and learned the crucial secret to using it effectively by pairing it with black pepper and healthy fats. The conclusion is clear and powerful: turmeric is not a magic cure, but it is a profoundly effective and time-tested tool. It offers a way to address joint discomfort at its source, helping you manage inflammation naturally. It's about giving your body the support it needs to heal itself, potentially reducing your reliance on other pain relievers and helping you reclaim a more active, comfortable life. The goal isn't just to be pain-free, but to get back to the activities you love, whether that's gardening, playing with your grandchildren, or simply enjoying a pain-free walk in the park. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Your experiences are valuable and can help others in our community. Have you tried turmeric for your joints? What was your result? Do you have a favorite way to prepare it, like a golden milk recipe? Or perhaps you still have a burning question? Share your stories, your tips, and your questions in the comments below. Let's start a conversation and learn from each other. If this video has shed some light on a natural path to feeling better, if it has given you hope and useful information, then do us a huge favor. Please hit that like button because it helps the channel, and subscribe to our channel for more simple, science-backed guides to improving your health and wellness. Thank you so much for watching.